So Janice, you were telling me your husband used to have two very severe health problems. Can you tell me about those?
My husband had an injury as an infant where his shoulder was broken, and throughout his years of life, his shoulder pain has gotten progressively worse. He had 56 years of extreme pain in his shoulder. He had gotten to the point where he could no longer fasten his seat belt. He couldn't sleep at night without propping himself up with pillows. The other health issue that he had was irritable bowel syndrome. He had a terrible case of irritable bowel syndrome. We've been married for 24 years, and we constantly battled his irritable bowel. With his shoulder pain, he went to the doctor, and the doctor took an x-ray and said, "You don't need to have surgery on your shoulder. You have a bad case of arthritis. Go home and live on Advil." And with his irritable bowel, basically the doctor said, "There's really nothing that we can do for that. Maybe you can try to change your diet, and that may or may not relieve the symptoms." And we tried all of those things, and nothing helped. I've been a big believer in vitamins my whole life, and we were trying to take, we were taking a multiple vitamin and a fish oil. I was only concerned about the quantity of the product and the price of the product. And so I went to a local, well-known warehouse store in town to buy the largest quantity of vitamins I could for the least price. And we were on those for over 4 years, and we never, ever experienced a benefit to those that we could tell. The pain in his shoulder never went away. So we decided that we would give GNLD products a try. And after being on Salmon Oil Plus and Formula 4 Plus for only 3 weeks, my husband woke up one morning and said, "Wow, I had my first good night of sleep. I didn't have any shoulder pain at all." After about a month and a half of being on the product, he informed me that he hadn't had an attack of irritable bowel in a month and a half. And I was absolutely amazed at that, because I thought that there was nothing that would ever correct that issue.
So he had had 56 years of pain from that injury, and then 4 years on the other brand of vitamins had not made a difference, but in 3 weeks on ours it was gone?
In 3 weeks it was gone, and a month and a half his irritable bowel was gone.
And are those conditions still, because this has been about 2 years now, are they still gone?
As long as my husband stays on the product, those issues are no longer a problem. He doesn't have any shoulder pain, and he doesn't have attacks of irritable bowel. He'll even use the salmon oil as a preventive measure now. If he knows he's going to work in the yard and get a little stiff and sore, he'll take a few extra, and then he doesn't have any issues.
Very good.
So I now believe and understand that the quality of the products and the quality of the ingredients is far more important than the price in making my decisions for our health.
Okay, thank you very much.
Shockingly, many products sold in stores or sold online use ingredients in their products such as pond scum, pine bark, waste products from the wine industry, petroleum, turpentine, or marigold petal extracts grown in a foreign country, grown in a third world country like Thailand. These ingredients, of course, are not normally eaten by humans at all, for the simple reason that they are not food. These are not items you would find at a salad bar or in a vegetable garden or in a produce section. In my entire life, I have never met a person who intentionally ate pine bark or grape seeds or marigold petals grown in a foreign country. Should a person ingest products with strange, bizarre, questionable ingredients like these?